Have you ever wondered what would happen if the tiniest creatures on Earth got a taste of the same thing that fuels us every morning? Imagine giving caffeine, yes, actual coffee powered, to ants. Sounds crazy, right? But what happened next shocked even the scientists who thought they'd seen it all. Because these little insects didn't just act strange, they acted supernatural. It all started when we asked a simple question. What if ants could get a caffeine boost? Would they move faster, think smarter, or lose control completely? To find out, we decided to run a tiny but wild experiment. One that would blur the line between science and science fiction. And trust me, by the end of this story, you'll never look at your morning coffee or a trail of ants the same way again. So picture this. A bright, sunny morning, a table filled with two tiny dishes, one with regular sugar water, the other mixed with a few drops of caffeine solution. The ants had no idea what was coming. At first, everything looked normal. They moved in slow, careful lines, sniffing, searching, communicating the way they always do, okay? Organized, disciplined, calm. But then, one by one, the caffeinated ants took their first sip. And that's when the madness began. Almost instantly, their pace changed. They weren't just walking, they were darting around like tiny rockets, moving faster, turning sharper, and somehow finding food way quicker than before. But what was really jaw-dropping? Their sense of direction. These caffeine-charged ants weren't wandering randomly like the others. No, they seemed to know exactly where to go. It was like someone had upgraded their internal GPS. We recorded every movement, every twist of their bodies, and compared it with the non-caffeinated group. And the difference was unbelievable. While the regular ants zigzagged and sometimes lost their trail, the caffeinated ones made near-perfect beelines. Straight paths, zero hesitation. It's as if caffeine didn't just wake them up, it focused them. Now, here's where it gets even crazier. Scientists have actually confirmed this. In a recent experiment, researchers found that caffeine can enhance memory and navigation in ants. They tested Argentine ants, the world's most invasive species, and discovered that small doses of caffeine help them find food sources faster and return more directly to their nests. In other words, caffeine literally made ants smarter navigators. But that's not all. When the caffeine levels were just right, not too strong, not too weak, the ants performed almost 40% better in finding food. That's like a student suddenly remembering all answers on a test after a sip of coffee. But if the dose was too high, the effect vanished. It's almost as if ants have their own perfect coffee balance. At this point, I couldn't help but wonder, are ants really becoming more intelligent? Or are we just witnessing how powerful caffeine truly is? What if caffeine doesn't just energize the body, but rewires the brain? Even one as small as an ant's. Their antennas twitched faster, their bodies vibrated like tiny machines. You could almost feel their energy radiating through the ground. Some even started recruiting more ants following trails to the caffeine source faster than usual. It was like we created a tiny caffeine cult. Then something even stranger. They started cleaning their path. Normally ants leave random pheromone trails, but these caffeinated workers seemed obsessed with efficiency. They erased old trails, rebuilt new ones, and directed their colony straight toward the caffeine dish. It was no longer just an experiment. It was a revolution happening right before our eyes. But then came the twist. At first we thought it was just a coincidence. Maybe the ants and the caffeine had stumbled on a lucky shortcut. But the more we watched, the clearer it became. This wasn't luck. This was transformation. Caffeinated ants weren't acting like normal ants anymore. They were coordinated, synchronized, and somehow more confident. Their movement wasn't hesitant or uncertain. It was precise, like they had a mission and nothing could stop them. The regular ants still stumbled, sometimes bumping into each other, their patterns broken and messy. But these caffeine-fueled ones, they looked like a miniature army running on pure strategy. You could see their tiny heads twitching rapidly, their antennae communicating a storm of chemical signals. It was as if twice the speed. The difference was so stark that even the motion trackers we used started showing patterns we hadn't seen before. Straight lines, fast returns, and almost no pauses. And then we realized something else. They were learning. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe my channel for upcoming videos.